It's July the 10th, 7 a.m. and going to do my first POTA today. Hoping to get 3 in today, going after the Rhino award for the rapid deployment with POTA. I'm going to Park 7455, which is Lake Russell Wildlife Management Area. It's the closest one to my house. It's a big park, so I'm going to actually set up there twice. I'm going to go to one spot, set up, try to get 5 contacts, and then drive down the road about 10 miles and hit another side of the park and get another 5 there to get the 10 for completion. Once I get that, I'm going to pack up, and my plan is to go to Tallulah Gorge State Park and get 10 up there. So that would be 3 spots. That would give me the Rhino. Depending on the time, I may, coming back home, I may hit up 2 other parks again. I don't really know. There's a park up here called Buck Shoals, which is not too far out of the way, and I may hit it and then come back by and hit Lake Russell again, which would give me 5, and that would give me, I think it's the Cheatham endorsement. I'd have to look again, but that would be that'd be 5. So we'll see what happens. And somebody riding their bike, man, doing a good job. But we'll see what happens. We'll see how well it goes. It's pretty sunny today, clear. We've had a bunch of storms come through, so hopefully the bands are nice and clean and settled down. I'm gonna be on 20 and 40, and I've got wire with me. I may make a 6-meter dipole if I've got time. But after I get that 3rd park, anything's on. After that, anything's on the table. So I may try either 6 or hit multiple parks after that. So we'll see. The next time y'all see me, I'll be setting up at Lake Russell Wildlife Management. Like where the horse trails are at. They got a parking lot area right here. Frady Branch Trailhead. Let's see it there. So let's see if we can get here and set up and stay out of somebody's way. Alright, here at the park. I'm gonna try to put a pole on this and go up and do the infed half wave and go up and over and top over here somewhere. So kind of like a inverted V with the feed point over here somewhere, like that. So that's the plan. Only person here right now. The bathrooms here, so this may be a good spot for somebody else on the count where you can tie your horses up at. Plenty of big truck parking for all the horse trailers. Information. That right there, and that road goes back to where I activated that last time. It goes way back up in there. Let's see what they got over here. Old Smoky. That's some information right there. Last time I drove up and it stops right here. That's where I activated that last time. Alright. Let's see if we can get started here. Get everything set up and show y'all that. Alright, just got everything set up. It's 7:30 and I got the mast up here going up. Kinda got an inverted V going up like this. Over, just tied off to this tree over here. You can kind of see the wire. Got everything hooked up. Radio here. And it's pretty neat with the 705. There we go. Hit SWR, hit that button. It'll do 11 check sweep across the band. You just key it up. Since I'm on the upper end of the band, it only drops down a little bit and works its way up to it. But you can see that's about the lowest SWR it's right there, kind of on the upper end of the band. So we're going to get the app set up, get on external power for 10 watts, and we'll get started. I'm just a few minutes in. I've already got 4 contacts, so not long to get my 5, so I can move on to the next spot. Oh, I've got one coming in here. All right, it is 7:58, and I've got like 11 or 12 contacts already. I only needed 5 at this one location to activate this spot, so I'm gonna pack everything up, move to a different location. But got out really good. I got a Texas station, but most of it was all East Coast. Turn this volume down. I know y'all can't hear it, but I can hear it. I got the Bluetooth on. But the little inverted V in-fed half-wave did okay. And got my contacts pretty fast. So let me pack all this stuff up, and we'll move over to the next location. And we'll sit up there and do it all over again. All right, it's 8:06, and I'm on to my second movement. Same park, Lake Forest Wildlife Management Area 7455. That's where Currahee Mountain and everything's at. It's a huge park. But I'm gonna go back on the other side, on the east side, close to where the old barracks used to be at when they had the airborne encampment here. I can't even think of the actual, I guess it's Camp Toccoa was the name of it. So that's where I'm going to next. It's probably, you've got to move 6 kilometers in a vehicle to count as a second movement for the radar. I think this was it's like 6 or 7 miles that I'm moving. I already mapped everything up to make sure it was legit. I've been up there to try to activate once, but there is so much RF up there, it's terrible. And it just kind of wipes you out. So I'm going to move on up the road here a little bit, and I'll come back here to you in a minute, and I'll show you where I'm at, do a video of the setup. Alright, here I am at the entrance to the old Camp Toccoa. Let's cut it off. Got some folks here. The old barracks are up there, or what's left. I think there's only like one structure that's still standing. You know, many have seen the movie Band of Brothers, and this is what it's all about. This is about this camp right here. It's pretty cool. In high school, we'd come up here, and this was before they had built a lot of this stuff up here. I think that block building right there may be the only true building that is left from the barracks, from the military barracks. They've just got a kind of a little spot up there. They got an old airplane and stuff. So after we activate this side of the park, I'll drive by there. We'll look at everything there and check it out. A lot of historical stuff up here. I've got some friends that ride horses up here, and they were telling me that, you know, they ride horses all over this place. They said that you can find like mock machine gun nests and trenches and stuff like that, where they had, I guess, different areas of the management area set up for training. There's a little turn-in spot. Well, it's too many trees. Like there's a bunker up there, a water tower or a water cistern or something. They had clear cut all this. In high school, all this was wooded. So they clear cut it here in the last few years. But we're gonna drive up in here about I don't know, maybe a mile. I'll show you on the map right here where I'm at. But I have activated this spot again. Got a spot where I can tie off at and get my mast up. It's in a wooded area, but it's okay. We've been moving that. this road also goes up to Curry Mountain. This is the way you actually see it. So if somebody ever wants to do a soda activation, this is the only way in, unless you walk a hike in or ride a horse in. This is the only way to drive in, and you can get up there in a car, which is kind of rough. Oh, there's somebody walking in. Got some little dog with him. Well, you can say hello. But, so we got up in here now. So it's kind of hilly. I guess this is kind of where the mountains start in this part of the area. Curry, yeah, I think I've been told that Curry stands for Standalone Mountain. That's the old Indian name. I'm sure the English-speaking people have butchered the enunciation of that. Oh well. I'm gonna get on back in here. Next time you'll see me, we'll be parked and about ready to set up. All right, got stopped here. It's not where I was planning on being at. Somebody was actually camping in the spot that I was going to set up at, which is not supposed to be a campsite, but they decided to camp there anyway. What can you say? But anyway, we're gonna try to set up here. This is not the best spot at all, but we're gonna make it work. So let's figure out how we're gonna set this up. All right, I'm set back up. Check the SWR. Still good. The V, the inverted V I got set up, it's pretty tight. V-point's right here. Going up to the mast. I got it extended all the way, so we up high. And it comes back down over here. Hooks to this limb right there. So let's stand on the road for a moment. I'm up in that limb a little bit. I'm about to move that. I didn't see that at first. Right here, we can move that. We got the mast going all the way. Let's see here. Roll it up. It goes up all the way up into here. You just can't see it. And this is kind of a quick and dirty. Laugh at my Hy-Vee that didn't have any other padding there. It's just my vest from the fire department. But strapping it off to the spoke. It's nothing super strong, but it's good enough for doing what I'm doing. I think if you had the feed point on the mast, you would need 2 straps to hold it there securely, because it'll want to walk out from the just having the one point. But we're gonna fix this and we're gonna get started. All right, let's end up moving my feed point from that bush to this briar. We got it set up, so let's get started and see if we can at least get five confirmations, QSOs here. That's all I need to get my credit for this location. All right, we got way over 5. I can't even think how many we got now. I can annotate it here, but got a Canadian contact, which is pretty cool. I guess you call it DX, out of state or out of country. It's the first DX I've gotten on a park activation. Got 2 park-to-parks in there too. One was in Florida. It was kind of rough, but I was able to make it work. Right up here on the left is where I was planning on setting up at, but somebody was camping here. I only had to drive like 100, 200 yards up the road, so it's not that bad. But successful activation, and on to the next park, which would be Tallulah Gorge State Park up in Rayburn County. So I've got about a 15-minute drive to get up there, and then we'll activate it. Forgot I was going to show y'all the military little park here. This is the entrance way. Patterson Pump's back there too. Camp Toccoa. Pretty cool. Got a building on a trailer. Pretty cool looking. A brick building at that. I got the C-47 here, which is pretty sweet looking. I'm assuming they're going to try to get it halfway restored to where you can look at it. I doubt they'll be able to get it flight worthy, but I don't know. Got a tear up there at the top where something hit it. That's pretty neat. And here's the buildings. I think this is a new building. Yeah. But they're building a few more up here. I'm assuming these are buildings built to the same spec as what the old ones that were here. And this is a new building. And then the one that's down here that says open is the original building, the best I can recall. But this is the camp. I have to step inside and check it out.
So that first picture is where we are, the camp. That's an overview of 1948, taken in 1948. So the two long buildings there, one of them is this building. It's right here.
Right here.
These two right here. That's one of
So that's where
one.
we're
This
at
one
right
is one
there.
of them. And this is the only building that's left standing out of all of the. When the camp was here, this is the only thing one that was not torn down.
That's what I thought, because I remember in high school driving up here, we'd go up to Currahee, and I guess back when Patterson was still using this grounds, this was the only one that was, I remember being over here,
Yeah.
and you could tell it was old.
Yeah.
And I just assumed it was.
Yeah, it was activities building, I think. At one time it had been, I believe, food storage when it was the National Guard camp.
Okay.
So, but not, some people think it was a mess hall, but it was not.
It was not.
No, the
Now,
windows-
how long was it?
Windows are too high for a mess hall. Hmm?
How long was it a National Guard encampment after?
National Guard, I think it was built in like 38, 39, and then.
This building was built 39.
Yeah, this building was built in
39.
yeah.
Okay.
But then in 1941, 42, then the War Department took over.
Okay.
So, and brought our trainees in. So, but there's a lot to read, a lot to take pictures of.
Yes, ma'am. Pretty neat. Hopefully the camera, or the microphone picked up what they were saying. Currahee Rocks. Pretty cool. A little bit of history here. Old stove. Pretty cool. Bunks. I like to have that box. Sharp looking uniform. Got the bunks here. And this combat uniform on. Oh, radio backpack frame. Pretty neat. Some German camouflage. The original door. Guess they're trying to save everything. Man, how'd you like to jump out of a plane with all that on? Pretty cool. Now, this is pretty neat. Pretty cool. I got air conditioning here, feels good. Old wheelchair. Got some mesh trays, seats. Pretty neat. Just fold out. Tuna and peanut butter. Bet MRE Steve would like that. Well, that was a pretty cool stop. I really wasn't expecting that. And they had a gift shop in there too. They had some shirts and stuff. It was pretty neat. bought my wife a shirt. They only had like 3 of these left. It was limited edition from the little run they had this year. A guard shack. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to have. Maybe she'll like it. I don't know. It's green. I liked it. It's gonna be too small for me though. But pretty neat. So now on to the next part. Go up here, there's like a red light. Take a right. The park's kind of just back over this way. We're driving over the dam right now. Okay. There's the entrance way to the park. Up here. Aurora Campground. There's a field right there. That's where David had told me he set up at. That's where I'm going to set up at. That way I'm away from everybody. We'll go up here to the building first and get a pass, park pass. So we'll catch y'all back here in a minute. All right, here at Tallulah Gorge. I guess this is where it's like a helipad or something. I'm assuming that's what that is. Got pretty good open area here, no power lines. If it was me, I think I'd take a doze with them trees right there, cleared up a little bit more, but I'm assuming when they have folks get hurt down in the gorge, this is where they fly them out of that. But as we got here to the park, going to got here in the shade, gonna try to set up. And I'm trying to use the link dipole, the ghetto link dipole. There's a bathroom. The door's locked. Got it right here. It's made out of just some wire that you'd hang pictures with, and a cut up Mountain Dew bottle, and then the QRP guys 1-to-1 balun. So I've got that there. We're gonna try to set up here and get it tied off and see what we can do. I'll come back when we got everything set up. Got everything set up. Secure to the spoke again. Got up using the ghetto dipole on 40. Down over there. Got a tape measure holding that leg off. That side's going to a bush. And we'll call it CQ right now. And hopefully get somebody to come back to us with it. But I went ahead and spotted myself. So we'll see what happens here in the next little bit. All right. Just got 23, I think, contacts here at Tallulah Gorge State Park, and the little field back here. David told me about this N4TS, I think it's his new call sign. He said it's just a driveway back here past the campsite. He said nobody ever goes back there. See, there's the campsite right there where you enter it at, and that goes to the visitor center. So there's nobody back in that field. I had the whole field to myself. There's an interesting park. But that got me my Rhino right there. Was on Tallulah. So I activated 3 times today, twice at the same park, twice at Lake Russell, and then once up here. I've got some time left. I'm thinking about going up to Black Rock or War Woman 1 and either activating one of those, or maybe just go up to Black Rock and trying to do a 6-meter activation. I may try that. I don't know. I'm still thinking, but just glad I finally got the Rhino. But I'll say 7-3 for now. We'll catch y'all later. I'll see y'all here in a minute when I figure out what I'm doing next. Well, guys, I made it to Black Rock State Park. You can see the mountains. We're on a little ridge right here, back at the end of the park where the cottages are at. And I'm gonna try to do 6. Last time me and David was here, we activated this spot. It's kind of tight. Probably hook my mast to one of these poles here and throw my dipole out. I've got to make it. I don't even have a 6-meter antenna, so I'm gonna make one. I'm gonna get me a bite to eat, and then I'll get started. All right, just got done eating my sandwich. Now we're gonna try to make a dipole out here. Make us another ghetto dipole. So to measure everything out here, I've got to get, I think it's 4 foot. Double check that. All right. Looked it up again. It's 4 foot 8 inches. So this is how I did it last time. Run the D-ring through there. Measured off 4 foot. Go a little bit longer. Cut it on this side. Hold it in the middle right here. And it's got the other end. And now, oops. Cut here and cut there. And it should be fairly close. I'm hard doing this one-handed. And I may have to come back, measure this one, set the camera down and measure this one. There. Set this down, I'll cut that. Both ends cut. Get my spare dipole. It's going to come up there and put together. So I'm going to assemble everything. We'll get this hung back up. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, got the antenna up. Dipole going up to this feed point, coming down, tied off to the placegate. This side tied off to the pole. Coax coming down to the antenna. And let's check our SWR. Flat. So looking good. I heard a station in there, so just gotta get in there and throw out. Call and get some contacts in the log. I'll be back here in a minute. Well, so far I've only got 2 contacts. I got Zach and John on 6. People driving around looking at me like I'm crazy, so I just video them like they're crazy. But it's kind of hard to do it on 6. I can hear some stations in there. It's just hard to make them out sometimes. But I'm gonna keep trying. I need 6 contacts to get the award. So I've got 2 of them now. So I'm gonna keep at it. I moved to 20 meters. Got the link dipole up, and we got a storm rolling in. So I don't know how long it's gonna last. The storm that came rolling in kind of washed me out. Wow. Pretty. There's Clayton down there. Very pretty. Downtown Clayton. I think that's where Walmart and Home Depot is. Very pretty. Here's David's repeater. It's on that tower right there.
46520.
A few folks on 520, just them. Well, leaving the park, activated BlackRock as well. Got the 6 6-meter contacts. Thanks to JON. If I didn't get it from him, it was going to stink, because I had 5 and I just needed 1 more to get the 6. So I appreciate everybody that stopped what they was doing and chased me on 6. And thank you, John. And when I was leaving, I thought, well, I'll try 520. And I actually made a contact with one guy. It's I think Whiskey 4 GOG. And it was funny, I actually worked him 3 times today. I worked him on 20 meters. He was at Victoria Bryant State Park right below my house. And I guess we had line of sight. And we made a contact. And then I worked him on 520 simplex. And I worked my buddy Zach, W4 PFT. And I thought, well, shoot, we're going to try 446 UHF simplex. And I threw my call sign out there. And I'd be dang if the GOG didn't come back to me as he was heading back home. So that was pretty neat. Got to work him 3 times. But it was a successful activation here as well. So that was 4 activations today at 3 different parks. And the first activation, the first person I spoke to today was Zach, W4 PFT on 6 meters, and then he was also my last. I worked him on 446 before having to leave the park up here. So I got them. That was kind of neat too. But pretty successful day. And I thought about actually hitting another park on the way back home, but with the storms rolling in and everything else, I think I'm gonna just call it quits for the day. I think 4 activations is good enough. That got me my Rhino and the 6-pack award. So that's pretty neat. But until next time, guys, I'll say 7-3. Thank y'all for chasing me, and it was fun activating. We'll catch you later.